Hello. Oh, really? Hang on a second, friends. Come on, Canon. Don't do it. Don't do it, Canon. Be cool. Here it comes. Hey! Hi, friends. I'm Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Welcome to Whoop Wednesday. We're going to be testing some props today. And we're going to be doing proper blind testing. Triangle testing, to be exact. Patrick is on his way over. And yeah, we're going to do what's called triangle testing, which is basically blind testing, but instead of trying to say, I think this is option A, or I think this is option B, you basically just say, is it the same or is it different than the previous thing? So in this case, we're going to fly, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute, come down, land. The other one of us is going to either change or possibly not change the propellers. And then we will fly again, another 30 seconds to a minute, and just basically have to say, yes, you changed them, yes, you changed the props, or no, you didn't change the props. And if during this type of testing you get like significantly more than 50% correct, then yeah, you can tell the difference, which is one of the big, I mean, yeah, it would be nice to say at the end of this that X prop flies better than Y prop, but better is such a subjective thing, right? Like more often than not, when someone on Facebook asks, what's the best motor, what's the best this, should I get this or should I get that, which one's better? Anybody like actually answering those questions is just completely wrong, because there is no best, there is no better, there's just different. Like, stuff is just different, and like whether or not it's better for you or best for you is a decision that only you can make. Every single one of us flies in a very different way. We fly in different locations, we crash a different amount, we expect more or less out of our quads when we're crashing or when we're flying. There's a million different variables that, yeah, make those questions of what's better or what's best pretty much worthless, because, yeah, you're asking someone that's not you. You can only really ask yourself that. There are certainly cases where products are bad. Electronics that catch on fire, propellers that are out of balance, propellers that are like the wrong pitch or the wrong weight or things like that, right? In this case, tonight, that's really not the case. All three of these propellers that we're going to be testing are really good. We're going to be testing the Gemfan biblades, which are 12-10, 12 as in 1.2 inch, 10 as in the pitch. We're going to be testing those against... so those are kind of going to be the control / wild card, bitches! Prop. The main testing is between the HQ prototypes, which are 1.2 inches, but we don't know what the pitch is, versus the now finally available and like released Gemfan 12... What is it, 1208? Let me take a quick look. Yeah, 1208. This is the Gemfan prototype prop that I've been testing for months and months and months and months, that you guys have seen over and over and over again in like a milky white color. The final production propellers are the light blue, the really nice red, and this clear. And there might be a fourth color. The red looks like this. It's like a nice blood red. So yeah, they are finally out. The only store that has them right now is We Bleed FPV. Go snag some. They're really good propellers. Yeah, we're gonna weigh them. We're gonna fly them. We're gonna test them tonight. And I'm just gonna say it now. Neither me nor Patrick are going to be able to reliably tell the difference between the two tri-blades. I hope to hell that we can both tell the difference between the tri-blades and the biblades. I'm pretty confident of that. I'm pretty confident that over the last 6 months, I've been able to feel the difference between the Gemfan tri-blades and the Gemfan biblades. More recently, ever since Jesse from Tiny Whoop sent me a set of the HQ Protos, I'm pretty sure that I've been able to tell the difference between the HQ tries and the Gemfan buys. But I might not be able to, man. I really might not. I'm not the best. So I learned this about myself back in like motorsport days. Like I would make a bunch of not a bunch. If I made a bunch of changes to the car, I'd be able to tell. But I would make like 1 or 2 changes to the car, and I wouldn't be able to tell. I think autocross really benefits drivers who can like adjust to different track temperatures, the car being a little bit weird from the last time they drove it. The fact that you typically daily drive the car all week and then you race it on the weekends. So just the process of daily driving the car is completely different than driving it in anger. And I learned to and got really good at like adjusting and just without really blaming the car or the setup, just change my driving to go as fast as possible, regardless of rear tire pressures being too high or the ambient temperature being 20 degrees lower than normal, or the car acting weird, or any kinds of different things like that. And yeah, I've kind of noticed the same thing about myself with flying FPV, in that like I'm just not super sensitive to things changing on the quad itself. I have to make a real specific effort. Like I don't really think about that. Like when I'm flying, I'm just trying to adjust and I'm just trying to make it work. And I think that also kind of comes from the fact that I've flown a lot of different stuff, right? Like from day one, it was like a 2.3 inch rig, and then it was a 2 inch rig, and then the 2.3-inch rig became a 2.5-inch rig, then it became a 3-inch rig, then I built a 2.5-inch rig, so now I had 2, 2.5, and 3, and then eventually I built a 5-inch rig. So like from day one, and like, you know, multiple 3-inch rigs, multiple 2.5-inch rigs with different all-up weights. I've always kind of bounced around and flown different stuff. And when you do that, you just kind of silently get good at making those adjustments to fly different stuff and kind of make it work. So I'm super interested in whether or not I'll be able to tell the difference, even though I do fly a lot of batteries on these tiny whoops. Joshua invited me up to his house a couple of months ago to do some, I guess it was just about a month ago, to do some, this is where I learned about triangle testing, to do some blind testing of motors on his 5-inch builds. And the results were shocking. Like, we just couldn't, neither one of us could even come close to reliably telling the difference between 3 different motors that were, I mean, similarly sized. Like, I think it was 2506 versus 2207 versus 2306, I think. And neither one of us could reliably tell. It was only around 50% that we could get it right. And when you're at around 50%, that's a coin flip, literally, right? Like, if you're only right 50% of the time, then you can literally flip a coin and that will net the same result. So with blind testing, with triangle testing, you have to be able to be right like 70, 80, 90% of the time. And like, again, with triangle testing, all we're trying to, like, all you're saying is it the exact same thing that you just flew, or is it different? I think one of the things that kind of makes the testing difficult is that we can't just like land and then take right back off. It's like, so for Joshua and I, it was land, unplug the battery on that quad, possibly grab another quad, but, you know, grab another fresh battery. The batteries are always on the charger. Mount it onto another rig, plug it in, and get back. So there was like a 2 or 3 minute chunk of downtime in between each rig, and I really do think that, like, in that amount of time, we kind of go back to default. But I mean, how else do you do it, right? Like there's, like, PID changes are one thing. Like, PID changes are cool. Land it, take the goggles off, somebody else puts the goggles on, goes to a different PID profile, saves it, exits, or doesn't, gives you the goggles back, and you go back up in the air. But when we're talking about like physical changes, right? Like equipment changing, it takes a little bit of time, you know, and tonight that'll be happening, right? Patrick and I will be using the Tiny Whoop prop puller, which will hopefully make it go a little bit, go as quick as possible. We'll be using this guy to take a full set of propellers off, and then put another set on, or put the same set back on, or actually no, just if we're gonna leave the same props on, we're just gonna like pretend, right? Because you want the period of time to be normal. So like, if we want to leave the same props on between 2 tests, we're gonna sit here and go like, okay, and just like pretend, right? And like, so that the gap in time is the same between when we're actually taking the props on and off. So yeah, maybe that'll make it, maybe we can get that down to only 30 seconds or something like that, right? That we're pulling props off and slapping a new set of props on. We'll see. You guys will get to see when I do. But yeah, I'm super interested to see if either one of us can really tell the difference. Like I said, I hope to hell that we can tell the difference between the bi-blades and the tri-blades, but I really don't think that we're going to be able to tell the difference between the tris. That being said, there are some other things about the tri-blades that that make them a little bit different, and there's a tri-blade that's definitely my favorite already, regardless of whether or not I can tell the difference in flight. You guys should do this. You guys really should do this. It is kind of unbelievable how difficult it is to tell the difference in a proper blind test between a lot of different components. Like grab some propellers. Propellers are really the easiest way, but also because like you can have anybody in your life change propellers for you, right? Like it doesn't have to be another pilot. It certainly helps, but if you want to test this for yourself and see how difficult it really is, yeah, have somebody that you live with like lay out 2 different sets of props that are like different weights or different pitches or whatever. And like lay them out, and you know, what I would recommend is like show that person like, hey, when you point the camera forwards, that's how I want you to set the quad down. Set the quad down with the camera pointing forwards, and then you lay the props out on the table and like explain to them like the easiest way that I've found is to tell them high right or high left. If the high part of the prop is on the right or the high part of the prop is on the left, right? And like lay out the second set of propellers there for them and just say, hey, every single time that you switch, you just take the quad, you put it down with the camera facing forward, you take the propeller off and you swap it with the one that's on that right? And that way there's it's impossible for them to put the props on wrong and blender somebody. And yeah, I would tell them like, hey, look, if it's a 5-inch rig, I would say like, hey, look, no matter what, just take the props all the way off. Like just because you're gonna hear like the ratchet, right? Or there's gonna be like a period of time, just say like, hey, if you don't want to switch them, because on some tests, on some intervals, I don't want you to change these, just take the nut all the way off, take the prop off, pretend like you're putting it down and picking the other one up, and just pick it right back up and put it on and move to the next motor, and boom, 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 boom. I bet you won't be able to tell the difference more than 50% of the time. It's really kind of nuts. My theory on why is that we can only see the difference between stuff. We can technically kind of hear the difference between stuff. In Joshua and Mai's testing, it was motors, and motors don't really sound all that different. So the audio cues really didn't help. Sometimes when testing different propellers, you will be able to hear the difference. I'm tempted to like put on some music so that I can't hear the difference between these tri-blades and these bi-blades. But I don't necessarily know, like off the top of my head, I can't think of what these bi-blades sound like or what these tri-blades sound like. So it's kind of good to go. Like from the very first test, like the props are off. The very first test is going to be completely randomized. So it's not like I'm leaving the bi-blades on and I'm going to fly it with the bi-blades and I can be like, oh, I know what they sound like, and then ruin the test, right? The first test is completely randomized. And yeah, I think I'll be able to tell a difference because bi-blades have a sound to them. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited to do this. It's when you're the one changing the propellers, when you're the one changing the motors, when you're the one, changing the PID profile, it just like, even though you'll be absolutely sure that you can tell the difference, like there's too many variables there, man. Our brains are very tricky, and the placebo effect is a real thing. So you really can't trust that unless like it's super drastic. Sometimes you'll change something and it's night and day, and then you're fine. But if there's like 0.1% of doubt in your mind, that's actually probably like 49% doubt. And you're probably off base. I know when Joshua and I were doing this testing, there were points where I was like, "Yep, I am sure that's different," and I'd be like, "I am sure that I know exactly which motor this is," and I was wrong, and 50% of the time I was wrong. So yeah, it's super interesting. But again, I think the reason why is that the main thing that we've got to go off of is just our vision, right? Like, we hit the throttle and the camera moves upwards. We move, but then the PID loop handles everything else, right? Like, as soon as you add roll or pitch or yaw, the PID loop and your rates are what's controlling everything. So regardless of the motor or the prop or the battery or the ESC or the frame or anything, the PID loop is going to do a really good job at making the quad hit your rates that you have dialed in. And at that point, like, there kind of is no, any difference that might have been there is now kind of gone. So you really have to like look at what happens when you hammer the throttle, because the weight of the propeller is gonna determine how quickly it spins up, and so how much pop you get. You got to leave the throttle at full to see how fast it goes at the top of the throttle. That's going to be really challenging in here. You have to look at like the way it handles prop wash, because prop wash has a big component of response time involved. So a lighter prop is going to be better with that. Usually depends on the pitch. You got to look at things like how quick it responds to your stick inputs. Like, if you jam the stick over, a lighter prop or sometimes a more thrusty prop will match your sharp stick movement a little bit better. So yeah, it's really interesting. Also, like, runtime, which is really difficult. And we're not going to be playing with that tonight, because we're not going to be running like full 3-minute batteries between each test. That's just silly. Runtime is something that you would need to do on your own. And you're going to have to do that over multiple batteries, because again, there's so many variables that can affect that. So yeah. Testing, yo. What a pain in the ass. This is also, as always, a Q&A live stream, so drop any questions you've got in the chat and we'll talk about them. Titan was first, Frank Nicholas was next, Ram Donko, Gusto FPV, Rockcrawler, Northern Tier, Danzil the Terrible, Bob Bruce, Anonymous, Flush FPV, Brandon Woodford, Borked, Michael D, Sky Sailor, Mr. Huggy, Danzil again, Bob Bruce again, P. Richard Scott, texting me from the self-driving car, Eric Moe, Titan again, Michael D again. I think I got everybody. What's up, friends? AJSR71, Bulldog, Riot9, 661. What's up, yo? This is my full-time job. If you like this content and want to see it continue, I rely on you beautiful people to keep me going. And the way that you do that is heading over to CiottiFPV.com. Patreon helps me out the most here. And there's a ton of benefits to joining the Patreon page. You're going to get full access to the Discord, to hang out with these folks in chat who are just awesome human beings, super knowledgeable, great pilots, great builders, great engineers. You're going to get access to a YouTube playlist with almost 90 unreleased videos, Patreon-only live streams, sketchy, weird flying that I don't want to be public, all kinds of fun stuff. You're going to get access to a couple of Facebook groups, one for hanging, one for selling stuff amongst a group of trusted people. And there's a bunch of technical articles on the Patreon page too. How to troubleshoot video noise, how to tune the easy way, PIDs and filters, all kinds of good stuff going on. And you can join the Patreon for as little as $3 a month. That's only 10 cents a day. But here's a secret. Pretty soon, the $5 and up tier are going to receive some stuff in the mail. It's going to be like randomly generated. But yeah, the $5 and up tiers at some point are going to be getting a sticker mailed to them. I got to figure out how to randomly generate. And then, yeah, like when I get in on one of these really cool little Sticker Mule special deals for 50 stickers, At some point here, I'm just gonna throw those all in envelopes, throw stamps on all of them. I gotta figure out how to get like the full list of people. I gotta figure out how to randomize 50 of those, and then I gotta figure out how the hell to get those addresses out of Patreon in a way that's not like completely obnoxious. And just print them out, cut them out, slap them on all the envelopes, and away they go. So yeah, that's coming. So if you want to make sure you don't miss out on some free stickers, join the $5 a month tier. Also, the $5 a month tier will put you into the every other Monday giveaways. This coming Monday is a giveaway stream. So $5 tier will enter you to win Tiny Whoop and Toothpick parts. The $10 a month tier will enter you to win 3-inch micro brushless and Cinewoop parts. And then the $20 a month tier will put you in the running for 5-inch parts. This way, if you only fly 5-inch, you can only enter to win 5-inch stuff. Also on Patreon, like if you only fly Tiny Whoops at the $5 a month tier, but you want to support me at $10 a month, you can do that. Just join the tier that you want, and then Patreon will allow you to just change your dollar amount. Or like if you don't want to be in any of the giveaways, you can just go down to the $3 a month general tier and then change your dollar amount to $4 or $5 or $5,000, whatever you want, however much money you got. Make sure you're not putting yourself out though. I love that you guys support me, but if times are tight, I totally get it. I don't ever want you guys to feel like you need to like justify and like, you know, message me and be like, hey man, I have to jump off. I'm so sorry. Like, no. If you guys are willing to hang out here, donate, do anything, like it's so appreciated. Don't ever feel bad. Cool. I've got a little Etsy store with some fun stickers and random hardware that you might dig. On the Fiverr page, you can work with me one-on-one. We can help you fly better, tune better, or build better, so you stop buying ESCs that catch on fire. Teespring, there's some fun shirts like the one that I'm wearing right now. And you can get these shirts in like different colors, which is kind of fun. Some of them deserve to be the colors that they are, though. Like this collective shirt, because it's, you know, all about the Borg. If you want to do a super chat, but you don't want YouTube or Google to take 30%, you can just click this PayPal button and then do me a favor in the chat. Type, yo, CiottiFPV, check your PayPal, because I like to give you guys shout outs when you support the madness. And then look at all these affiliate links. If you're ever doing an order on the internet, someone has an affiliate link to that website. So try to find it real quick and support the people that make the free content here on YouTube for you to hang out and watch. I have affiliate links to Weebleed FPV, Newbie Drone FPV Cycle, Amazon, Get FPV, oh my god, HD0, Fly, Woo, Emacs, Bang, Good Camera Butter, and AliExpress. All you gotta do is hit one of these links before you check out, and I'll get 1 to 6% of your order total for free. There's no reason not to do it. Bunch of other random stuff down here. The newest one on the bottom here is my Thingiverse favorites. This will take you to a page that has a whole bunch of things that I've like bookmarked basically on Thingiverse, and there's some cool stuff in here. So yeah, check it out. You might like it. You might find something that you didn't even know that you needed, but that you need. There's some really old stuff on here. I favorited these things like 5-6 years ago. It's kind of funny to look back and see the parts that I was wanting to have printed way back when. This is very similar to my original, like, what eventually became called the toothpick. But yeah, this JBFPV, this build is what is where I found out about this particular frame here, KT100 frame. And then, yeah, I had somebody print me this canopy, and yeah, kind of crazy to look back on that shit. So yeah, there you go. Shill over. In the chat, if you want to talk directly to me, all I gotta do is type CiottiFPV, and it'll highlight in orange like these lovely people have done. Rockcrawler says, hey CiottiFPV and everyone. Bob Bruce says, what's up, how's it going? Hope everyone is doing good. Mr. Huggy says, a rare, nice 10 p.m. stream, thanks. 10 p.m. stream. What time zone are you in, Mr. Huggy? 10 p.m. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be Britain, I guess. Hello, English folks. It's not midnight, and I'm streaming every Wednesday. P. Richard Scott says 6:37. That's when he'll be here. Titan says, opinion on the Hypetrain BB 0802 29,700 kV motor. They're very heavy, Titan. They're very expensive. And yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say. The Happy model 0802s come in 30,000 kV or 29,000 kV or 27,000 kV, I think it is. And they're significantly lighter and they make really good power. So I don't, yeah, the Hypetrain BBs are made by RC and Power. I love that someone else is making tiny whoop motors rather, but it's like their first attempt. So it's going to take them a minute to kind of get the weight down and figure things out. All that being said, I haven't personally run them. I'm just going off of what other people that I trust have said about them. I love that you can get them in all different colors. That's super cool and super fun. You know, the biggest nail in the coffin for those motors is that you can get so the regular Happy model 802s are lighter than those, but then there's the Happy model EX, or on tinywhoop.com, they're called the Hex, H-E-X. Those are a lot lighter, and they're still 802s. And that, like, yeah, that's going to make a huge difference in just kind of everything, to be really honest. So, yeah, really cool looking motors, and I love that we've got somebody else making tiny whoop motors, but they're a little too heavy, and I haven't really heard much else about them. Like, if they were really good, more people would be talking about them, I'm assuming. So, yeah. I would, not for me, but I would love it. I would love Rotorite to send me a set to test, but I don't really have any kind of a relationship with them, and that's fine because they're just too heavy, to be really honest. Like, as curious as I am about them, the weight is like, if they sent them, even if they did make more power, I don't want or need more power at this point. Like, the Tiny Whoop Hex 802 30,000s, which are way lighter, they make more power than I need. So what's the point, right? Like, lightweight becomes the advantage there rather than more power and more power and more power and more power. So much so that I actually prefer the 702s. I've been putting a bunch of batteries into the Hex 802 30,000s, and they're really good, but the 702s being lighter are better. And so again, it's like, why? Like, why? What's kind of the point here? But they are cool looking, and the more options, the better. The End of the Terrible says, Peter just got $5 to CiottiFPV Medicine Man Fund if you can be on the stream by 6:35. Michael D says, did you see Newbie Drone now has 27,000 kV 802 flow motors? Now that's cool. That was something that Kelvin told me a couple of weeks ago that he said not to talk about, so I didn't. Where are they? 802 flow. There they are, 27,000 kV. Very cool. If you're going to build a Newbie Drone BLV4, these are the motors to get for sure. If 27,000 kV is too much for you, just motor limit them down. And as you fly the rig more and more, someday you'll want that extra little bit of kV. So, yeah, hands down, these are the motors to get if you're going to do a BLV4 build. That's really great. Kind of makes the 25,000s pointless, to be really honest, but you know, with stuff being in and out of stock, yeah, they're at some point the 27s will be out of stock and the 25s will be in stock. And the 25s, an 802 25,000 kV motor is actually going to be really good as long as you put it on a tri-blade propeller. Either one of the ones that we're going to test tonight, or if you want to go even more powerful, the old school tri-blade Gemfan props, which are a 19 pitch. So yeah, some really cool new options coming from Newbie Drone. That's great. Ramdonko says, can you weigh the props as sets? And hi and good evening. Yep, that's one of the first things we're going to be doing here. Ramdonko says 3-minute pit stops so you can't tell. Hopefully we can get it down quicker than 3 minutes. Denzel the Terrible says, what about prop noise? Won't you be able to tell, especially between 2 and 3 blades? We talked about that. Bulldog FPV says, hello. YouTube just did the thing. CMYK says, what's up, Gangly Gang? And CiottiFPV. License to Drive says, I spotted one of my things in that page. There should be more than one. I got a bunch of your stuff. Northern Tier says, pretty motors fly better. All right. So the first thing we're going to do here is weigh some of these propellers. I've already done this, but I just like to double check this kind of stuff. The HQ tri-blades are shockingly light. They're also pretty fragile though, which is one of the main things that I do not like about them. So I might as well do this over here so that you guys can see the numbers for yourselves. In case you think I'm lying. So this is a set of, let's get these off so that you can see that the scale is zeroed. This is not a super accurate scale, but it gets the job done. I've yet to have this scale show me, like I like to double check stuff on this scale, and I've yet to have this scale be wrong when I was double checking it. So mainly what I do with this scale is I make sure that I just do comparisons with the scale. I don't ever like take this 0.7 gram number for 4 of these props and say like, oh, that's the exact weight of the propellers. No, like when I use this scale, it's to compare 2 products. And if one prop says 0.7 and the next prop says 0.8, well then that prop is heavier and this prop is lighter. Get me?
Every red light.
There he is, 637.
Every red light.
No $5 for us.
Every red light.
All right, so 0.7 for the... Hold on, I need to relaunch the Logitech program to make this camera look half decent. So 0.7 grams for 4 of the HQ prototypes. And now here are the Gemfan 1208s that I'm so happy that I can finally show you guys. This is the clear color. Another thing that I like to do is I'll tap the scale to get it to read a little bit higher and then let it settle down to the number. And these props, there it is. All right, cool. So yeah, earlier these props were settling down to 0.8 as well. So now this is a nice repeatable result. So 0.7 versus 0.8 for all 4, and then the Gemfan bi-blades. And these are custom dyed ones from Jesse over at Tiny Whoop.
Whiskey props.
Are gonna settle. I know, right? Are gonna settle down to, what is that? Blue Moscow Mule. What in the hell?
I brought a couple for your little. They blend in. Look at they blend in over on your little shelfie there.
They do. It looks like they're meant to be. Mm-hmm. Hey, look at that. You can actually see the Logitech now.
Can we do a poll?
0.8.
How many motor shafts we going to ban today?
None with this little beautiful bastard.
I think so, huh?
Well, plus these.
Now that's a prop puller.
These have all been drilled out to 0.99, so these will all.
So they're going to be spinning the shafts then.
Yeah, right. All right, so we can see very, very, very slight weight difference between these propellers. The bigger difference between these props, what is kind of nuts is that the HQs are a tri-blade, but they weigh what the Gemfan bi-blade weighs, which is kind of nuts. The reason for that is that the Gemfan bi-blades have a solid hub. You can see there, like that hub, even though this piece of shite won't focus. There we go. So yeah, the hub is just one big solid brick of plastic. Now it is like a smaller hub, so they kind of get away with it. And having all that weight dead center from like a centrifugal force standpoint, is going to have less of an effect over the response time. But yeah, there's kind of no reason to have this solid hub, but at the same time, it's really durable this way, so pluses and minuses. The HQ, one of the ways that they manage to get the weight down so low is they use a tiny little hub. And it is also a solid hub, but it is really small. See the size difference? Like, it's just the smallest little hub. The problem with that is...
They rounded it off too, didn't they?
They did round it off. Well, the big problem with all the HQ props is that the top of the propeller is not opened. So you have to buy a drill bit from me to drill these stupid things out, which is just infuriating. And it makes a huge difference in durability. So, like, if you're going to run an HQ prop and you're not going to drill the top of it out like this, just take all your motors off the quad and throw them in the goddamn river, because the shafts are going to get bent anyway in really short order. So you absolutely have to hand drill these out, which is, like I said, just infuriating. But yeah, they used a little tiny hub. The problem with this little tiny hub is it's going to put more torque on the base of the propeller blade. And they've also made these blades like really thin. So this prop is really bendy and it's like really fragile. And yeah, with freestyle, like, we're going to be crashing hard, and that's not the greatest thing in the world. So, like, I love how light these propellers are, but I think they went a little extreme with the weight savings here. But, you know, tiny whoop propellers are cheap and easy to swap out. You can see here's the Gemfan biblade, and, like, when I put the same amount of kind of push into it, it just nothing happens. Like, it's just so much more stout. And now we've got these new Gemfan 1208s, and they've got Gemfan's old school style of hub, which I actually like the best. This is the hub design that I like the best. It uses the 3 supports there, so there's a bunch of just air on the inside, which is, you know, pretty lightweight. And then they've got a nice little pocket for the hole for the motor shaft to go through. And then the outside of the hub is wider, and it's closer...
Significantly wider.
It's closer to the diameter of the... I know, right? Closer to the diameter of the motor, right? So, like, in here, on the inside, if you have a bunch of propeller, it's just going to blow on the motor. And, like, I guess you could make the argument that it's going to cool the motors down, but these little motors don't really get hot. So having the bigger hub here, I actually prefer that because... it makes the propeller shorter, so there's less of a lever to bend the propeller blade. So you're sacrificing, you know, you're gaining a little bit of durability. And then again, when I do the like the little bit of bend test,
the wind dancers?
Yeah, the wind dancers, they failed this test. You can see these blades are definitely a little bit more bendy than the bi-blades, so these are going to be less durable than the bi-blades, but this is not as bad as the HQ. The HQ definitely takes the victory for having the flimsiest propeller blades. Maybe that doesn't matter because tiny whoop props are cheap, although have you ever really looked at tiny whoop propellers? They're kind of expensive for what they are. But I mean, it's not you're not paying for the plastic, you're paying for the price of the mold and the manufacturing and all that shit, right? So you can't really judge them in that way. But yeah, that's kind of what I think about these. And in terms of durability, that's really what I've found. Like the bi-blades are just infinitely durable. The HQs, I have already had to push the blades straight once or twice because they've bent enough where you start to get vibrations. And then the Gemfans are kind of somewhere in the middle. Like, I think I've had to straighten out maybe one of the Gemfan blades on the prototypes that they sent me. Maybe that was a different plastic than these. Those prototypes they sent me were like a milky white kind of color. So maybe those were like resin printed or something like that. I have no idea. But I've not actually flown these production 1208s yet. So we'll see how they do tonight.
Let's not keep them waiting.
What other thoughts do you guys have? What other questions do you guys have about these propellers before we dive in and start bouncing shit off the walls?
Battery consistency. How are we going to make sure that...
Battery consistency. Good call. Did you bring your batteries by chance?
You know I did.
Yeah!
Mine are good, too.
So I've got 5...
Charge them right now? Get them
fresh... Yeah, I'm going to get them on right now. I've got 5 fresh Weebleed FPV folded cell 300 mAh BT 2.0 batteries. These have only been discharged like twice in their lives. Patrick has, I think, 6 of these exact same batteries that have probably been discharged maybe 6 or 7 times. Nah, probably like 10, maybe 15 times. That should not be enough. The amount of times he's discharged them should not be enough to make them perform any different than these. But what we're going to do is, these 5 were charged about an hour ago. These are going to get, so we're not going to fly them all the way down. We're going to fly for 30 seconds to a minute. We're going to pull the battery off. It's going to go directly onto the charger. And then the next battery is going to go on. And then it's going to come off and go on the charger. And eventually we'll just have a little rotation of batteries coming off the charger, going directly onto the quad, right? So yeah, it should be fairly consistent between batteries. This is another thing that makes trying to do proper testing of this stuff a complete nightmare. Batteries have a lot to do with the performance, and it's just hard to get to get perfect consistency between them. I personally don't think it matters because I don't think we're really sensitive enough to kind of notice that. But Northern Tier says, have you tried the 270s? Yes, they are. They're very fragile. Like I only have 4 left. I started with 6. So like if you over discharge them, they hate it and they will die not very easily, but a lot more easily than the 300s. They are 1.1 or 1.2 grams lighter, which is noticeable, but they sag way worse. What I've found with these on a powerful motor, like a 26,000 and up kV motor, is that the decrease in power from them being a smaller cell offsets the lighter weight. These 270s are your best bet for a lower kV motor. Awesome. To try to get your power to weight ratio up. So yeah, they're really cool, and like snag a set and try them for yourself. You might like them, but for me, yeah, they just like from even freshly charged, you hammer the throttle and they just dump way down. They sag like crazy. But they're really interesting, and like I said, on a lower kV setup, they're probably going to be really good. I'm going to put a little mark on Patrick's batteries in green because
for Green Day soon.
I'm trying to keep this testing somewhat accurate.
You're wearing a lot of green too.
I'm wearing all the green today for some
my
reason.
island.
How'd the Tesla do on the way over?
Bro, I haven't driven it in like 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, I've been driving these gas punky motherfuckers.
Oh God.
Every time you like when you get on the gas, they call it a gas pedal. When you get on the gas, it goes and then it shifts. Goes,
Makes a bunch of noises and shit.
It's clunking around.
Crazy.
It's moving. It's slow.
Got to put this liquid in it.
Jesus, somebody give me a lipo.
Are we screwed from are all the banks gonna collapse? What have you heard?
Isn't that great?
What are they called? Silicon Valley Bank?
Yeah, that was the one. 16th largest bank.
And apparently
There's 400 banks in the country.
They're not getting bailed out.
The depositors will be protected.
Okay. Thank God.
The
I heard they weren't going to get bailed out. I was like, that's kind of harsh.
Yeah.
Well, all those people just lose all their money.
What would happen is it would create a cascade effect.
Right.
And then run on the bank and runs on the bank, just like back in the day.
Right.
But yeah, it is a big deal. 16th largest bank, and then they didn't do anything wrong. They just had so many deposits.
Oh God, really?
2021, 2022 by mainly Silicon Tech.
Right.
Stuff from California.
Thus the name.
And so they were buying bonds. They were buying legitimate treasury bonds, which is what you do, not credit swaps like we did back in 2008 or whatever it was in the financial crisis.
Yeah.
So we were doing the right thing, all the responsible stuff, but then interest rates are going up. Long story short, all their assets became worth, and they had to cash out $1.8 billion loss.
Oh my god!
And then news got out, and then people started taking out money.
Right.
Like Roku, they have $500 million in that account. You are only protected to $250,000 on a deposit account by the federal government.
Oh my god!
So if you're screwed, like deposit, they literally can't do payroll on Monday. That was it. Like that's it.
Game over.
And so everybody
Game over, man.
Yeah. So they had to step in. They had to step in and do something, and they did quickly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's crazy stuff, man.
All right, so I think we can get the testing started. There's the chat is not caught up. Hold on. No, chat is caught up. All right, cool.
Show me how to use this tool so I don't bend shit.
All right, so it's completely self-explanatory. I don't even think you'll need it, but it's
It's
just
not threaded.
drive that in between the thingy
It's
in
not
there.
threaded and just push center as you can.
You probably won't even need to push it. You just like once you get this under
It's
there,
already done.
you can just kind of pull it up and out. So
we're looking for like 30 seconds in between each.
I think so.
You
Yeah.
want to hear the prop like fall down and hit and really be faked out. I'm gonna really work you.
Yeah. I mean, so for the first test, I don't know what the hell you're gonna put on. So like, it'll be.
All the same quad.
It'll be good to go. Same rig, props out.
New battery each flight.
New battery every time.
And I'm gonna take. You got like a thing I can take notes with. Something I can.
I'm gonna
Tally
have
up
you
your-
hold it in front of the camera for chat. Actually,
Okay.
so I guess I should do bench cam.
Somebody can do it.
I'll do bench cam, and then I'll put the OBS window off the side so that I can't see it. The three props look completely different. So yeah, chat will be able to see it. So I'm going to put the OBS window off the side here. And so OBS window off the side, then I'll go to this so that you guys can watch the flying.
I'm showing them here.
And then I'll go back to the bench cam every time. So chat, when I forget to switch cameras, just, type in all capitals in chat. And I think that'll cover it. We'll do like 5 or 6 batteries, and then we can switch. You brought your Gore-powered rig, right?
My who?
Your 28,500 kV rig?
Yay.
Cool. And yeah, both Patrick and I can make complete asses out of
blades.
ourselves. Nice.
And they're wrapped up a lot of hair. So that might throw off the look at this.
Yeah, here, use that tool.
Yeah.
Here's a genuine first reaction of somebody using this tool. Here you go, friends.
Let's just see what we got here.
Genuine first reaction time.
Now I have to get under this guy, right? Let's pull this up.
Yeah, you probably won't even need the plunger.
You say that. Oh wow, look at that. It comes right off of there.
Isn't that wild?
Look at that. Hair comes right off.
Hair comes right out,
I used to
right?
spend minutes in here.
Right?
You can actually use it to grab some of the hair. Look at that.
And like if the prop is really stuck, you push that plunger down and it's just done. Like the end. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous how good this little thing works. Hopefully Jesse orders 1 million of them. All right, so bench cam, dragging OBS off the side. And Mudderson says, I finally snuck out of work to do something productive like watch you fly. Whoops, nice.
Yes.
And I guess what I can do is I can just keep the goggles on when Patrick is doing that.
Is there a place I can like monitor chat so that I don't do something stupid?
Yeah, I'm going to move it over.
Because they'll call me out and be like, yo,
I'll call you out hard.
don't be an asshole.
That chat. They don't take no shit, these fellas. All right, so if I put chat like that. All right, so yeah, now you got full chat. And
So chat.
cool, props out. My goggles are on. I'm just going to leave them turned off. And yeah, you're working on that silicone surface, so I won't be able to hear whether or not like you're
Okay,
taking
so
the
I'm
props
really
off and
concerned
on.
about the prop noise, and I think we need to put some kind of muffling device on you.
So, Joshua and I had that same thought when I
heard
did
what you said earlier.
the testing with Joshua. Well, so I didn't.
Blades to tri blades. You're gonna be like.
I didn't go all the way in depth. Without flying without any noise, it makes it so hard to fly that you can't focus, you can't concentrate. So like I'm gonna turn music on, but like that's it. Like Joshua and I, we put earplugs and headphones on. so it was just silence, and it was like it was really weird. Like it was really weird to fly in complete silence, and I think that's one of the things that sort of threw us off. So I'm hoping that with just some music on, that there'll be enough noise to drown out it'll make it hard enough to tell the difference between the props. I mean, I guess the other thing that we could do is just immediately fly upstairs, but Duke's up there and he'll be a pain in the butt, so I don't know. I mean, the main thing that I want to test is the tri-blades, the HU tri-blades versus the Gemfan tri-blades. I can't imagine that we'll be able to tell a difference, but
bench cam is on.
Bench cam is on. So here, I'm gonna leave this window. I'm gonna leave it like here. So that's what the bench cam looks like.
Okay.
And then that's what the VRX looks like.
Okay.
So go back to bench. Yeah. So bench cam, you'll be able to see just a sliver of the side of the bench.
Right.
What else is new? Hold on, let me turn this transmitter on. All right, transmitter's fired up.
Welcome to OpenTX.
So Patrick's Mobula 6 is plebeian with FR Sky. And so maybe, you know, I'll be interested if I can tell the difference, but he can't. A part of that might be down to latency. The Express LRS.
Should you do the same thing each time and see if you're better at those tricks?
I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I kind of do that anyway.
Right.
We good?
Yep.
All right. So
now, how many times I'm gonna do this backwards on your ass? I apologize.
Goggles are powered on.
I mean, hypothetically, these props are correct.
So on this quad, I can see the propellers. So thanks for putting the bi-blades on. Now we get to switch to a different quad.
All right. Thanks for playing, everybody.
All right. So this, I forgot. This quad has a very low camera angle, a very wide camera on it. So I didn't even think about that. But the other rig...
You should have been like, bye, babes. As soon as you took off, you just meant, bye, babes.
I could have fooled everybody into thinking that I know what they're
Nostradamus over here on some propellers.
So let's go to this all-black rig with...
Bye, blades.
0802. Well...
Now I can't do the bi-blades, or will I? Will I do the bi-blades this time?
So here's the question. Do we do an 0802 30,000 kV rig?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, or an 0702 32,000 kV rig?
0702. It's going to mean more on the top end, isn't it?
Well, I'm more familiar with that rig, which is why I was leaning that direction.
Okay.
But the 702s...
You don't want to fly 802s.
So these are, and these are very low pitch tri-blades. My only worry is that the tri-blades on the 702s, aren't going to have enough grunt to crank the tri-blades all the way up, but these are very low pitch tris. So let's do that.
I'm going to do one of each.
It's all you, my friend. You've got the tool.
I've got to get good at it, apparently.
You got the tool. What's up, Marcel off Axis FPV?
Holy shit, that's
Axis says
amazing.
whammy.
I like that.
Moderson says, is that the Tiny Whoop meme cam? Almost, Metal. It's almost the meme cam. All right, put my goggles back on.
I'm putting on this one now.
Yeah.
All right.
The meme cam.
The bi-blades or what?
The meme cam is that same camera body, but with a wider lens. So the camera that you were just looking at is the Foxier Pico Razor? Is it the Razor?
God, I swear to God.
Pico Razor?
Goggles there.
Is that the one? Hold on, I'm gonna look back here. And I don't, I know I'm walking around and whatnot, guys, but I don't want to cheat. I don't care.
I feel like he's cheating.
I don't care if I
have to hide it.
Yeah, it's the Razor. It's the Foxier Pico Razor. I don't care if you guys don't think I'm a good enough pilot to tell the difference. I really don't. Sorry, but If
I want him to be wrong too.
Yeah. If everybody thinks I'm a terrible pilot, that's cool. I kind of prefer that almost. Leave me alone. I would rather us get accurate test results than for more people to think that I'm decent. Because credits, even I don't think I'm that good. So why would anybody else? Why would I want anybody else to?
This one was tight, bro. I'm gonna warn you right now. That one was tight.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
All right, here, hold on. I'm gonna give you this, and feel free to drill them bitches out.
All right, thank you. I'll just be over here. I didn't go seat it, so I'm gonna take it back off. And...
Do me a favor, plug the battery into that rig. Let me make sure I can't see the props. There's a chance I'll be able to. Oh, fuck, I can. All right, so push the camera up to... I knew that you were putting the clear props on because you said they were tight. So a little bit of up tilt. Yeah, perfect. That's perfect.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
That's perfect.
It's a lot.
That's okay. We have to.
It's a lot.
That's the only way.
Okay, this is the way.
Yeah, this is the way. All right, cool. So take those clears off. Since I now know that's what it was. And drill them out so that doesn't... Well, yeah, you just can't say it again. The reason I knew is because the Gemfan bi-blades are never hard to get on and off. I drilled the shit out of the HQ tri-blades. I did not...
that was sweet.
I did not drill those
that is awesome.
The new Gemfans.
I had to use it for sure.
Was that how did the other ones fit?
The other ones fit fine.
It was just that one that was...
Oh, no.
There was a bit much?
Yeah, we're in trouble. I'm going to have to just get at it real quick.
You going to drill them out?
Yeah, because if I don't drill them out now, you're going to know I'm doing one of the other ones.
Right.
So talk about something interesting for 30 seconds.
Yeah. Off Axis says, feel free to join us tomorrow night if you want to see the man behind the face, CiottiFPV, CMYK. Off Axis, I can't do if you're talking about me, Off Axis, I can't. Thursday nights are usually family night for me. Last week was I blocked it off. So yeah, I can't join. I might be able to do like one a month, but yeah, Thursday nights are usually a little difficult. So if that, but you might have been talking about something else. Hey, Gemfan sent me a sponsor box that I had to go pick up from my old address, and in that sponsor box, I'm just gonna keep this eye closed so that I can't see what's happening over there. So I've got the new 1.6 inch. These are quad blades. I thought that I'd ask them for tries. Whatever. But yeah, I've got a bunch of these in red, so there's going to be giveaways for a bunch of these. These are tiny lifter propellers. And then they sent a whole bunch of the clear 1.2s that Patrick is currently drilling out. They don't technically need to be drilled, but they are. It sounds like that one was a little bit tight, so maybe still buy one of these little drill bits for me. And then I've also got a bunch more 3052s, which is my favorite 3-inch freestyle propeller at the moment. A bunch of these 3020s in smoke crash gray, of course. And then a ton of 4934s, which I'm super interested in. I think these are going to be my new 5-inch freestyle prop. Because the T-Motor F40 Pro 4s are like 1900 kV, so you might as well crank the kV all the way up.
Shut up and fly.
And run a lighter weight prop. And then look at these, yo. 7035s. These are going to be for eventually when I get the 7-inch arms for the Cineglide. And
okay, don't go yet.
I haven't even taken one.
Whoops.
Did you props in?
Just on 2.
See, it's not just me, chat, you jerks.
I mean, come on. You're looking at it when you're doing it.
I
What are you doing?
Just stare right at
Is
it.
this your first time?
And look, these are the PCs. These are the PC 7035s. Look how stiff that is. Jesus. Oh wait, no, is this not? Wait, what are our regular? No, yeah, these are PCs. These are polycarbonate. What are our regular props? Are they ABS?
Polycarbonate, I think they are all probably.
They're all polycarbonate. What is it? No, this is glass fiber.
acrylic.
Glass fiber. This is glass fiber.
These are nylon.
Yeah, there it is. GF. Yep. GF nylon. Yeah, so here's the deal. 7-inch propellers, when you make them out of the regular plastic, they develop a resonance from the length of the blade. So glass fiber works a lot better, or carbon fiber, on 7-inch props. All right, so we good?
Yes, sir. Are you ready?
All right, I'm going to go to the VRX and... Cool. Goggles coming on.
Pour a drink.
I got no video.
That means you can't see.
That would make a sense. That would make a sense.
Camera angle is 400 degrees higher.
Camera angle is... Man, it has to be exactly where it is for me not to see the propellers. I guess my transmitter is stuck in... Yeah, there we go. Here comes, and wait. All right, hold on. Music.
It's like racing high. It's like 50 degrees.
Putting some music on here.
It's like 50. It's like 52 degrees. Maybe 60 degrees up.
All right, there's some copyright-free.
53. I'm gonna give it 53 degrees.
And... All right, so I can definitely tell the difference between the sound of the propellers. So these are obviously a tri-blade, but I don't know which tri-blades they are. So, oh god!
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, there's gonna be, I'm gonna be flying them hard, so there's gonna be a bunch of crashing, and then.
Can you guess, or can you suggest which tri-blades they would be?
No, and I won't be able to. So
Because
now
you don't have any experience on the other ones, right?
Yeah, and I just don't think anybody would be able to. So now the triangle test begins. This, you know, me saying I think I know what these are doesn't really matter. All that matters is the second set of, oh god, the second set of propellers.
Somebody's camera angle must be messed up.
We test if they're the same or different. So all I'm really doing is trying to get a feel for these. God damn.
I mean, it's your camera angle, bro. You gotta remember.
It is a little difficult to fly with
It's terrible.
this much.
You're going 1,000 miles an hour right now. You think
Camera
you're just
angle.
going like 12.
What is this? I'm good.
How the hell did you get out of there?
It's like a weird bounce.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, there's no way this camera angle's fucking your whole life up.
Oh god!
Yeah, just do that.
With
More durability, he says.
I know, right? With a bunch of camera angle, what happens is when you blip the throttle, you don't go up as much as you're used to. You kind of go forward more. I think that's why I'm just bashing into stuff, but...
Oof. Oh, that was dope, man. He sat on the doorknob, didn't even know it. Nice. Nice.
I can run my OST, that's fine.
Yeah. No, that's the exact same thing. When you're changing quads, that's one thing you got to worry about. The OSD is one thing different.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna land it there. I'm gonna turn my goggles off. I'm gonna put the bench cam back on, and I'm just gonna sit here. And now you either change them or don't change them. And I can turn the music down a little bit.
So I can totally tell the sound. As soon as he takes off, he's like, well, those
instantly.
Those are purple props. There.
Alright, and now I'm going to start pulling batteries off the charger and throwing them to my right. But the batteries off the charger we're only going to run after we get through the other ones that have been sitting charged. Make sense?
You can't read the chat.
Alright, good.
You understand?
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
I'm telling you, you
okay.
can't read the chat.
Thank you. I didn't even think about that. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Michael D was, giving some... He makes a good point here. And guys, you gotta keep up with me here because...
Somebody in chat start taking notes how often I'm right versus wrong.
First one he says is the
Somebody call it out.
one of the tri-blades. You don't know which one.
Yeah, I'm pretty
It
sure
would be
that.
just a guess, right? If you were to guess.
Totally. If I were to guess, my guess would be HQ. But that is almost just throwing a dart. I really have no idea. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm guessing that, but I do know why I'm guessing that. It's because of the sound. But I haven't flown the Gemfan tries in a while, so I could be completely off base. But so yeah, but that's much less important than whether or not at the end of this one I say if it's the same or different. That's what I want somebody in chat. So somebody call it. Somebody that's going to be here till the end of the stream, call it in chat. And the first person to call it, you guys figure it out, and that person just logs it. Am I correct? Am I wrong? And then same thing when Patrick starts. Because that's what matters.
We do have this up. Okay.
Are we able to tell the difference between these two tri-blades? At some point, put the bi-blades on, and then we'll be able to hear the difference, and we'll just stop.
As far as you know, I already have.
That's
bro.
true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. At some point, the bi-blades will go on.
You can't tell me what to do.
And I'll be like, yeah, definitely bi-blades.
Good to go.
We good?
Yeah.
Goggles coming on. And switching the chat over to VRX. And these are obviously the Gemfan tri-blades because they're hitting the fucking prop ducts. God damn it, Larry. Alright, so let's do this. I'm going to land this, hold it, and I'm going to turtle mode it to wear these propellers in on the ducts. Alright, so we should be good now.
That's fascinating.
And I can... Alright, so this testing is fucked. I can absolutely hear the difference between these propellers. Whoa, what was that? Let me see if I can feel the difference, though, too.
Yeah, keep flying. I would like for you to pretend that you're wrong.
Ah!
You know what I mean? You understand what I'm getting at here?
Yep.
You understand? These are the
Pretty sure these are the Gemfan tries.
they're the new ones because that's the duck. That's right.
Yeah, unfortunately that... I've flown both of these other propellers, and they weren't hitting the ducts.
This was the second battery, all right?
Correct. Ah.
Remember that camera angle of 127% or degrees? Excuse me.
Oh. Yeah. So previously, in terms of like trying to tell the difference between stuff, what I've talked about and what I still think is the best and only way is to just fly around and and see how often you crash, and like whatever product you crash less with, that's the one that you should kind of run. And I'm that's still kind of where am I? Oh, all right. And that's still I still think that's the best. So we need to take audio out of the equation. This just won't. You can hear the difference, right?
I can hear the difference.
Yeah.
But I don't. I mean, I guess if one way, whether you're right or wrong, I think that we should take the audio out so that if the test is for how they fly, then I think that anything that you can remove that's a question.
Yeah.
Especially if you're convincing yourself that the sound matters. And whether I tell you you're right or whether I tell you you're wrong, they are different.
Yep.
Or not different. You'll be able to tell if I don't change the props one time, right?
Yep.
So, do you have some like headphones you could put on or something, and I can entertain the chat and tell secret stories that they would never want me to tell about you?
Yep.
I think that might be the way to go about it.
We got to do that. What I will say is,
but we still use these results. Or would you like to know these results now?
Yeah, we might as well just because I
What
know
do you
that-
think, chat?
I
You
know
guys
what
think we
these-
should continue the as it is, or do you think that the sound has proven to be such a problem for our friend here? This gangly bastard who thinks he knows what he's flying.
There is a chance that first set was bi-blades. Oh God, yes. There is a chance. I don't.
It says continue. We got three people saying this now. Continue as is.
Continue as is. All right, cool. So there, I'm gonna get a set of headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Yeah, let's just.
There's
continue
no
on.
reason
Let's
to
just
tell me.
continue on. And,
All right.
you really need the chat. You know, they really make decisions easier.
Yeah, right. I don't have to do any of the work. Just leave it up to them. All right.
Okay, he's mobile, guys, so I'm gonna wait before I start doing anything.
I got my right eye closed. Don't you worry. Yeah,
Take
I
the
mean
quad
that.
upstairs, shut the door to the basement. Yeah, well, the dog's out. The dog's up, so
The
I'll piss the family off today.
Yeah, you know when I fly
Don't
upstairs,
look over here.
I can't hear the props, and I do okay flying upstairs. So I'm hoping that not having audio doesn't make me fly significantly worse. Either one of us fly significantly worse. All right, so headphones being plugged in, keeping my right eye shut. I should put this on bench cam, but I'm not going to look at OBS. Headphones are going in. What I will say is that those Gemfan sound significantly better balanced than the HQs, which is one of the reasons that I've always liked Gemfan better than HQ, to be completely honest. All right, so now...
Too bad HDLRC doesn't make propellers.
I'm going to take the audio out. What? How do I get the audio to come to these headphones? What was that?
Excuse me. That was your drill on your mat here.
Display. Oh, okay, hold on. If I plug this, I think there's a headphone port on the monitor. Being careful not to look over it.
I swear to God.
Workbench.
I swear to God. There's nothing on yet, or maybe there is. I don't know. Like, we don't know. We don't know what the answer is.
God damn it, there's no headphone. Apple, how you... This monitor is like $10,000 million. How are you gonna not put a headphone port on?
Some bitch!
Still shielding.
Some bitch!
Wait, isn't there a headphone port on the Mac Mini?
What about your phone?
Oh, yeah! Of course.
This is how you know if Ciotti has a phone that was built in this century or not.
Oh, no, that's right. Wait, I have the stupid little dongle thing now. I have the stupid little dongle. Hold on. Alright. That one's on case. That's on case. Oh, perfect. Okay. Laptop case. Shielding my eyes again. While they're looking at the ground. Right eye closed. Okay, we're good. Now I can even I can kill the stupid copyright-free music, which is cool. And still not looking.
Still not showing.
All right. Headphones in.
Don't forget to play something.
Phone plugged in.
Like loud, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And remember, don't talk real loud, you know what I mean? Everybody!
This is great! All right. Phone is playing. I'm going to kill the copyright-free music. And, all right, cool.
Metal plug.
Goggles be on. Not looking at the chat either.
How you like them apples? Yeah, I hear you. iPhone 4. Yeah, for real.
Oh my God! "Fool in the Rain" by Led Zeppelin. I'm gonna fly real good. See, now we get to see
Apple haters in this stream.
does music make you fly better? Does good music make you fly better? All right, goggles going now. Well, yeah, goggles on.
75-degree angle. Don't forget.
Is it good?
We're good to go.
All right, turning the music up and hitting the VRX button.
Let me show the chat.
I already put the hold on
Oh,
to
okay.
show the chat. Show them.
3, 2, and chat, and done.
All right, and then VRX. Goggles coming on.
Sound.
All right, turning up full in the rain. I can't hear a goddamn thing. All right, cool. Here we go. Hold on. I'm going to turn it up even louder because it sounds like the bi-blades. All right, now it's loud. Now I can't hear shit. All right, here we go. These are the bi-blades. I'm pretty sure they're the bi-blades because of the throw that it had a second ago. I could be wrong. I was almost joking. I'm pretty sure these are the buys though. But oh my god,
That was pretty sick.
that was hot. Okay, so are these different to what I just flew? Yes, these are definitely different. That's an easy one. So the looseness when I do stuff like that, the looseness and the momentum is the dead giveaway. Ah! Oh, come on!
Now he's pissed.
Also, I've flown the bi-blades a lot, so
It's comfortable.
I tend to just be able to tell. It just feels more normal with them. Oh, did we switch battery? Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good one.
I think that's back behind it.
You've got no chance.
And it's behind the black and white dotted thing. Yeah.
Where your safe is.
Ah! Ah! What happened? Man, it is different to fly without any audio whatsoever from the quad. Trying to get a feel for like how the PID loop is reacting. Ah! All right, those are different.
Okay.
My guess is that they're the bi-blades. Turning this music back down.
Okay.
And we're going to go back to the bench cam. Those two dead batteries, let me get them. My right eye is closed.
There's 3 of them.
All right, cool. Blum, ba, ba, bum, blum, blum, blum. Okay, let's test these batteries.
Can I tell you results without telling you the answer? Like, can I tell you that you are something for something on the numbers, or should I just leave it blind right now?
Just leave it.
Leave it alone?
Yeah, this is fully charged, but this is one of yours. So I'm going to put it here. Those, we fly
Try
those
this one then.
last. We might not even need to fly those. All right, so here's some more of yours. I think yours have been discharged more than mine. I only opened this fresh set very recently. And I think I've only discharged them down like 3 or 4 or 5 times. Okay, so all of the batteries that have been flown so far are now on the charger. So there's 3 on the charger, so there's still 2 left. And the first one that I put on there is at 420. The weed number! So by the time we're done with these other 2 batteries, that'll probably be up to 435. Cool. All right. Not looking at chat. Bench cam is on.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to do, isn't it?
It's weird. Gotta be honest. Okay, so yeah, that one, thus far, test number 2 was definitely different. It was obviously the Gemfan tries. Test number 3, I'm pretty sure it was different, and I'm pretty sure it was the bi-blades. But at the very beginning of that third test battery, I didn't have the audio up high enough, and I think it sounded like the bi-blade, and that's almost certainly making my brain want that to be the biblades. So this test now, I will have the volume up, cranked on Spotify, and so I will only have flight performance to go off of. So this will be the first really true test without a bunch of nonsense. And now this is where we'll start to get 50-50, I'll bet. I'll bet this is where I can no longer tell what's what. I really hope I can tell the difference between bi and tri blades. I really do.
As far as you know, it's too late.
Yeah, there's a chance that first one was bis, but I really don't think so. But I'm basing that only off of the audio. After my brain heard what it thought was it sounding like the HQ tries, that was it. Like, none of the flight performance. Like, I feel like once your brain latches onto something, Joshua and I actually talked about this a bunch. Like, once your brain latches onto something, it's over. Like, that's the only. It completely kills any little subtleties you might be able to feel, because you're always thinking back to, like, well, it definitely sounded like so and so.
Maybe I'm taking longer on purpose. Maybe I'm not. You never know. Maybe that was planned. Maybe I put the props on backwards. Maybe I'm taking too long. All right. Let's anti-Taz this motherfucker.
All right, so the bench cam is on, so you can show the peoples.
All right. Bench cam.
And then look, I'm just going to have you start hitting the buttons, Patrick. Okay. Here's the bench button.
Yep.
And then here's the VRX button. So it's just these two. And so it doesn't say bench because it's currently turned on when you hit.
Oh, I see.
So it's just these two. And you can see it in the corner of the screen there. So did you already show the peoples?
I did.
All right. So I'm going to hit VRX. And I'm going to turn my goggles on.
They're the red ones, guys.
Huh?
They're the red ones.
There are no red props.
Oh. You're screwed. Turn your music up.
Turn up the volume. All right, music is loud. Here we go. Nope, don't want launch control. Launch mode. All right, okay. Hold on. Woo! What was that? Now, Jesus. Hold on. I'm gonna be like the music is really loud.
It should be. You can't hear me, right? Good.
Ah! Stop it! Maximum focus. That felt awful slidey just now around that corner, which kind of makes me think bi-blade. Man, I gotta turn the music up. So I gotta turn the music up even louder than this because I can hear that these are the Gemfan tri-blades. So I'm gonna finish flying this, but hold on. I'm gonna max the fucking volume out on this. Let's see. That volume is now all the way up.
I can hear it.
Yeah, all right, now I can't hear it. I'm gonna have hearing damage, but I'm willing to do that for you guys. Let's just rip this around a little bit more. In terms of flight characteristics, though, does this feel different?
What do you think, chat?
Maybe.
C27 Dadbo, what's up?
Ah!
Thank you, Mick Marcus.
Jesus.
Thank you. This guy keeps running into shit. You can hear it. Both times he could hear it, it's ruined the test. Both times. Because the last
Get up
time
in
he
here,
said
do
it
some
was...
tight flying.
Last time he said it was bi-blades because he could hear it, and this time he knew it was a Gemfan tri-blade. So he could hear both of them. He knew it. When
It
he
actually feels
didn't hear
like, I think I can feel
It's
the
wrong.
extra grip in through here. Because I'm really tight on these little orbits. Like, usually it's a little looser on these orbits with the bi-blades. But it kind of
Weebly in
feels
the
like
house.
it's...
Weebly, we're using your batteries here. We're doing some blind testing here. Unfortunately, he has a keen ear, and he is able to guess the props not by flying. He's been wrong the whole time, but by listening. So he is under the influence of very loud, death-defying music, which is very loud.
Oh, and I just... an alarm just came on my phone.
Weebly is here.
All right, now I'm deaf again.
And he's still flying. He knows the sounds of them. So this is like a total biased BS. Which one should I do next? We have the
all right.
tri-blades and Gemfan.
I think that test is scuffed
All right.
because I could hear him, but now I know I need to really blast this. So this battery's going on the charger. All right, so the question is, could I feel a difference?
So you're saying they're Gemfan 3?
Pretty sure those are the Gemfan tri-blades, just
Because
from
the sound.
noise. Yeah,
You flew it. You did comment that you thought it was a bi-blade during flight.
initially I thought it was a bi-blade. It felt a little bit loose, but man, that's I was like 1% sure of that. Man, it's hard to find. It's hard to find things to be able to tell the difference. Like, I think one of the big takeaways with all of this is that none of this matters. Buy the thing that is your favorite color. Like, I've been saying that for a long time. Like, at first it was jokingly, and then eventually I started saying it more seriously. And like, after the blind testing with Joshua and now this, I'm really just like, support whatever company has the values, or
As long as it keeps starting back up.
yeah, or actually, here's the real thing. The real thing is that, and this is really what Joshua and I settled on, is that buy on tech specs. The specs don't lie. One of these three propellers is lighter. A lighter propeller is going to have better response time, and the PID loop is going to perform better. So that's the one that you buy. And then you actually buy all of them because it might be too fragile from that. And then so you buy that one and one other, and then you make up your own mind. Do you want one that's a little bit more fragile, or do you want one that's fragile with with lighter weight, or slightly heavier with better PID loop performance? Maybe there's some magical thing that makes you like one over the other.
Sponsorships.
I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, if there's a thing, if you find a reason to run one over the other, it's kind of like, well, done. But yeah, I think this is like, it's funny. Joshua, like halfway through the testing, Joshua was like, basically when we switched from me flying to him flying, he was like, "Are you sure you want me to put this video out and for everybody to like see the fact that you can't tell a difference?" And I was like, "Dude, absolutely. I don't care if anybody thinks I'm a terrible pilot.
You're up.
But B, like, this is super important." And
I showed him.
I think it was on the VRX cam. Show him again.
I switched it.
Did you? Okay, cool. Goggles are up. Music is getting turned up. Here we go. Oh god, that's a little too loud.
Wait, let me just make sure.
All right, the song is ending. I gotta wait for another song. I keep closing my eyes and like, all right, there's a loud song. Can't hear anything. Can't hear anything. All right, cool. So, god damn it, I can still hear them. It's the Gemfan tri-blades again. But let me fly them around a little bit. Woo! Ah! No. Easy. Let's do this shit in here again.
There's some bullshit on the sound. Bob Bruce. The only way he knows what props he's flying is the way they sound. That's what we've come up with. The only way he knows is if you listen to him. Otherwise, it doesn't mean a fucking thing. Sorry, future boy.
Oops. No.
The only way you're getting back home is the bolts of lightning. All right.
Oh.
What are we gonna do this time, chat? Come on, chat. Tell me what to do this time.
We're gonna do the other tri-blades or the bi-blades? We'll do the bi-blades.
There's a hot song that's on right now. It's about to get fucking crazy up in here. Oh, or I'm gonna crash. Oh, I got out of there. Oop.
I can't believe you can still hear it. You can't even hear me, dick. What an asshole. Wow. Fucker can fly.
Ah! Oh, let's leave it there. That's a good little ending point.
say.
Okay, so I have to not go full throttle when I'm here. I have to not go full throttle when I'm up in here, because that's when I can hear them.
That's fucked up.
I can only go full throttle when I'm over there.
That's fucked up.
God, that's crazy. I mean, these are loud headphones. Can't look at the chat. Let's turn off these guys.
I've been talking to him. It's okay.
Huh?
I've been talking to him. It's okay.
All right, I'm taking out the right.
They're not feeling neglected. Weebly's
Earphone.
here. He's chilling. He's got the 450 batteries back in stock.
Nice. All right, so we're gonna do. I think we'll do one more, and then I want to put Patrick through this, because this is wild. Like, if you guys haven't done this, it's way. Joshua and I were both like really blown away at how difficult it is and how weird it is, and I want to get somebody else's take on that. I think you need one more battery, right, Patrick?
Yeah.
All right, so this one, perfect. This one's at 4.35. I'm holding it out to my right. You got that other one that just got flown? Is this it?
Yep.
Nope, this is a green one.
It's right here.
Sick. Oh, are you doing it on the floor so that I don't see you?
Yeah.
Ah, that makes sense. Just realized that. All right, so then here are your batteries, but I don't think we'll need them. In terms of flight performance, well, here's what I did just learn. When there's a hot song playing, you fly better. I'll confirm that all day.
Yeah, I did say the fucker can fly. Although you can't hear me. That fucker can fly, though.
The song that was on is Rusko Hold On, and I was just all up in it. Flight performance wise,
I'm ready when you are.
Flight performance wise, I actually didn't think it felt the same. But I'm pretty sure it was. All right, right earbud going back in. You gonna switch the scenes?
I'm going over here.
Did you show chat the?
No, I didn't show chat.
Son of a bitch.
Hold on, let me put it back onto the bench cam.
I got
It's on
the
bench
bench
cam. All right, right earphone going back in. Let's see what the next song that comes on is. Turning this up. Goggles coming on. All right, goggles are on. Turning this up. Really loud. All right, stupidly loud. Here we go. You know, I haven't been doing like flips and rolls, but I don't usually do flips and rolls. Ah. Oh, this is a hot song too. Here we go. Let's get into it. What? did I do that for? Why fly right into the gate? Oh god, what's happening? Okay. Ah! These feel really thrusty. This is interesting. My guess would be that these are the HQ tri-blades. I'm also going to say I think these are different. I think these do feel different. I also think there's a little bit of jello, which would lead me to believe that these are the HQ tries. Because they're the weakest. But I can't get out of that, Patrick.
Okay.
I think I saw you coming back in here. It's in the blanket. In the blanket. There it is. Thank you, dude. So let's get up in here. Yeah, they feel like they might be a little grippy in here. Maybe? Yeah. I think they feel...
And then it slams itself into the ground.
Are they different than the ones that I just flew? I can't tell. Honestly, I can't tell. Maybe they're a little more thrusty. Maybe. Well, now the song just ended and I could hear him, but I actually don't. My guess is still that these are the... I think I'm still kind of thinking these are the HQ... God damn it, tri-blades. But the big question is, are these different than the ones that I just flew? And I'm going to say...
I think we should continue.
I have to say yes because of the jello.
We have to continue. I think we should continue.
Yeah, let's do another one.
I think we should continue. You have to be deaf.
Yeah, I mean, I can't turn this up any louder.
Can you go to the bathroom and turn it up?
No, here.
You gave me 6.
Yeah, no, use yours. Use yours.
Yeah.
None of these are at 435.
So, I think we need to continue.
That's fine. What time is it? I can't look at chat.
It's 18 till
7:42. No, let me put you in. Let me put you into this.
All right.
Can
I give you the results?
Yeah.
So the first 2, you were wrong.
Really?
The first 2, guys, help me out with this. Maybe go out in the garage. Yeah, I won't be able to tell. I can guarantee you that. But you were correct on every one of them. You could hear.
God damn it, that's so annoying.
And then the last one you guessed right, which was
last one was the HQs. Yeah,
and
so
it was different from the ones before. The 2 previous were Gemfan. The one where you said I had to tunnel it out. Those were not the Gemfans. Those were the HQ.
Oh, really?
And then the biblades were the first flight, and you missed that.
The biblades were the first.
Once you heard it, you were like, "Oh, those are the biblades."
Yeah.
And
Wait, so the very first one was the biblades.
The biblades, and you said it was something else.
Okay.
So wrong on the first 2, right on the next 4. But you could hear 2 of those 4.
Yeah, so realistically it was 2 right and 2 wrong. And that's 50%.
When you said this is realistically where we become 50%, that's when you became 50%. You were literally at 75 negative. You were 100% negative going in.
Yeah.
You missed the first 2. The third one you got right. The fourth one you got right. But the fourth one's when you said this is where we go 50-50. And that's when you went 50-50.
Yeah.
You were wrong, right. But you could hear it. You guessed it immediately. You were right both times on the Gemfans.
Right. Yeah, they just have a specific... You can hear it, right? They have a very specific... They sound very clean and very, like, wispy. And so the earbuds that I'm using are in-ear earbuds, and it's cranked loud. It's just, like, in between... I guess the tiny hoops are louder than I thought.
I'm not gonna know the difference. That's a bonus. I do have
I
my
just-
AirPods.
I'm super interested to get your take on. It's just a different. It's a whole different thing. Not having audio, and then specifically trying to tell the difference between two things, and trying to say yes, it's the same, or no, it's not the same. It is a total mind fuck. All right, where's your rig at?
I wonder if I can see him.
So which? Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, well, you have that canopy, so I can just put your up tilt.
That'll be fun.
So do you have props on it
That'll be
now?
fun for all of us.
All right, so yeah, get your gear, and we'll put you in the goggles, and I'll get your up tilt set first.
I didn't want to use one of them, but once you guessed the sound, I was
Right.
like, oh, fuck. 'Cause we were really trying to
You got
stump
that prop
you,
puller?
Two, and you were 0 for 2. We were like, well, good thing he can fly.
Rock Color says turn on the stereo. I mean, we could do that, but then it's going to be a hot mess for chat. And I've flown these props a lot to know what they sound like. Patrick has not flown nearly as much, so I think it'll be better. I think we'll be better.
The biggest thing is going to be, for me, is going to be from prop to prop. Did you change?
Right.
Will be a thing.
And that's, is it the same or is it different? That's a simple enough question where, like, even if you've heard it, you can, if you're honest, the answer is going to be no. It hasn't changed because they all feel exactly the same. When was the biblade on?
The first time.
The very first battery, and that's
then
it?
I think there was another one where you said, the third one, I think you heard it, and you said those are the bi blades.
Interesting.
But the driving or the flying characteristics, you were pretty mixed on.
Yeah.
But that sound really messed up the results because, I mean, as soon as you heard them, you're like, yep.
Yeah,
yep,
and then you
what it was.
can't.
That's Gemfan, yep.
And then you can't think straight.
And then
No matter.
Yeah, and then the match has been tossed at that point.
No matter what your brain says, you're like, but I fucking heard it, dumb brain.
Which is why it was fascinating for you to be wrong the first 2 times.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess once I'd heard the tri-blades, I couldn't unhear them, in a way. All right, so there's your rig. You got your goggles?
Welcome to OpenTX.
200 switches.
Okay.
5 blades.
So. There it is, done. 100% confirmed.
This is easy.
Oh, look at this guy with a big old piece of tape on his
Hey, fuck off with my tape, bro.
battery lead where it got chopped up by the propellers.
Oh, dude, I did that in Miami. It was a desperate situation. People wanted me to fly.
All right, you in them goggles?
Yeah.
Can you see the props?
Did you show everyone? No.
All right, so you're good. I don't have to change your up tilt. All right, so I have to either change or not change the propellers. So do you want to do music as well? You should do music as well, because it really...
All right, let me grab my AirPods, because they are noise canceling.
Okay. Let me get...
And they really go. They really like take you through it. I had my phone at one point, and then...
El teléfono.
Hey Siri.
Where are you?
Here I am.
Thank you. For all you Apple haters in the chat.
I didn't know it would do that.
She's like, where are you? I found my phone many a
shit.
time. My
Alright.
4-year-old calls the phone Siri. Where's Siri?
You are props out, right? Yeah, you are. All right, so I'm going to pull his propellers off. And... probably put them right back. Nah, I'll put them on something different, I think. You guys got to try this. It's you know what it does too? It like loosens you up with the analysis paralysis of like, I have to pick the right gear. I have to pick the right gear. I have to pick the right gear. It really drives home like it just doesn't matter. And it does matter. It does matter. But it really retunes your brain to like reality of like, all right, doesn't make as much of a difference. Medicine says you got some over-the-ear cans. I used to, but then I let Schizo borrow them, and he never gave them back. And he's like an hour and change away, so it's a really long drive to go get them.
I don't have them.
We Bleed FPV is in the chat. All right, here. La 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 la.
My wife says I don't listen anyway. This is gonna be great.
You got play on that.
This is gonna be fantastic.
All right, so I'm gonna put propellers onto this, and then. All right, so yeah, you can just not look over here at all, I guess, right?
Pretty much what I'm having intended.
Okay.
There's a concrete if you want to follow.
He's singing Joshua's song. Hey, put your VTX onto race 8 so I don't have to change the stupid VRX thing. That's the first thing that you're gonna have to do it on the quad though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's kind of not plugged in.
I could just walk you through it. Maybe it'll be all right. All right, props are on.
Fucking HDO2s. I hate these guys.
Everybody watch Patrick go through the... oh, wow, we can get it a little bit.
What's the stick command? Hold on.
Right stick forward, left stick to the left. La 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 la. Ah.
Oh God, that far sky. Okay, what is it coming in?
Right stick forward, left stick to the left. Same time.
I have not seen such commands. Oh, sorry.
Did you get it?
Wait for it. Wait for it. All right.
La la la
R8,
la 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 la. Yeah. All right. What were you guys talking about in chat? We Bleed 300s are shipping the end of March. Very cool. Hey, there he is. Turn that power down. Get that 400 shit. You're gonna burn this thing up.
No, hey.
There you go, 100 all day. Nah, you gotta hit set.
I already did all that. No, I didn't.
Where are you? Black box. Oh my god. Set that shit. Set it. Yeah. And now do left stick to the right.
Telemetry recovered.
Left stick to the right. And now save and exit. Yeah, that's a little secret. Left stick to the right. Isn't that cool?
It is.
You're good. I showed chat what's up. Turn the volume up.
Wait for me.
And
This ought to be good.
let the frustration begin.
Wake up.
Feel free to yell because the mic is all the way over here.
Holy shit. Oh yeah, I got no chance hearing that shit. How the fuck did you hear it? Okay. Ready? Bye, Blades. Oh shit. Definitely not.
The Gemfan
Definitely
tries.
not the Bye Blades.
Sounds so smooth. So
Wait.
he said definitely not the bi-blades. That's interesting.
Just to get fucking used to it. Oh!
Yeah, oh god, just to get used to it takes a minute for sure. Oh!
Man, these things are movable. Thank you. That was like advanced turtle mode. Let's do the race car.
So, Patrick has only flown bi-blades
Why would you hit that?
on this rig. Which is kind of interesting. But he's not many batteries deep into this rig. He's at most 30 batteries into this rig. Oh! fun to see her
This
railing
is
around
very
here.
aggressive. To me, if I came from bi-blades, I don't know if it's the same bi-blades that I had on it. I would say they're different.
So that's interesting. He said different. He just said different.
It works. Holy hell!
All right, bring it over.
All right, one more run around. It really feels super lightweight, super loose, super aggressive. Like you fucking my camera angle or something. Like it is just grippy.
He said grippy. Nice.
I mean, it gets real comfortable after a minute, but
Oh! All right, I got it.
all right. Wow,
Fresh battery going in.
that was fun.
All right, so that one, I mean, that test barely counts. Barely counts. Because you haven't flown. You haven't just flown.
Different from whatever the hell was on my rig.
So he's saying different.
That was aggressive, very quick. I say the bi-blades just because of how responsive, but isn't that supposed to be the antithesis of bi-blades? They felt super lightweight. Not looking. Wow.
All right, props
Kinda
coming
lost
off.
the music there, bro.
I know, right? All right, props are off. Now I'm gonna pick which ones I'm putting back on.
All right, first question will be
All
whether
right.
it's different.
He's sitting back down. Is it different? You said yes. You staying with yes?
Oh yeah, no, the first, yeah, definitely different from what I had.
Okay.
That would be. I should have flown my original ones first, but
Well, no, I mean
maybe not. Maybe not.
that's
It was
what
very
that was.
convincing. It was very convincing to me that things were different.
All right, you ready? Here we go. I'm gonna take the props all the way off every time, and then
That way, there's no.
maybe I'll put them back on.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to OpenTX. Switch warning.
All right, here we go. Plugging it back in. It's down on the floor. VRX. Go right ahead.
Holy shit. Fucking loud as hell. Oh man, look at that video though.
Clean video, clean.
Oh, but, okay. I don't know that you changed anything. Oh, you bitch.
You need a hand? Oh, it's back there.
Help me.
Oh, wait, here it is. You're good. Oh! Oh, God, it shut off.
Telemetry lost.
Regardless of whatever props these are,
Telemetry
I don't like them. I don't know if they're the same or different, but I don't like
Focus,
these.
Like, what'd you say? 100% focus.
All right, let's see.
Ooh, right on music cue.
661 says, now do this test with 65 and 75. There'd be absolutely no question.
Alright, is it different? Oh! Is it different? Feels different. Feels different now. I don't think it feels very different. Feels a little, maybe.
661 says, I can't really read
If
that.
I could fly for more than 12 seconds in a row.
Leonard Ritson says, I'd try it, but I'm committing to have my rigs the same for all the reasons you keep harping on.
Jesus.
Metal, so do that, but then do this with props. So the nice thing about doing this with propellers is that propellers make the biggest difference out of anything else. So doing this blind testing with props will give you the best chance of experiencing this, and it'll give you the best chance of feeling a difference. The problem with doing it with props is that they do sound different. So you got to figure out a way to get sound out of the equation.
I mean, I think it's exactly the same.
Did you guys hear that?
No, I don't fly right, by the way. I can't fly to the right. Just so you know, all you fucks.
Marcel, he does not.
Go that way.
He just goes by P. Richard Scott, but he doesn't upload anything. Dong!
Yeah, that's why I don't fly to the right, see? So yeah, there you go. I see there's no difference there.
So you think it's the same?
I think it's the same.
Which props do you think they are?
I still think they're biblades.
Okay.
Very bad at this.
I actually have to hold it up to
This is
chat so they can
unfair-
see it.
Unfair test.
It's terrible, right?
I feel terrible. No, I'm doing it. I really need a difference this next one. 'Cause if I don't get it, if I don't feel it, I'm going to be real nervous.
What kind of a psycho would put the same ones on 3 times in a row?
Trim center.
What kind of a jerk would do that to his friend?
Center.
Is your trim centered yet?
Yeah, it was really fucking with me.
All right. So, he said
Loosey goosey.
he said same, and his guess was
I still say I'm flying some biblades.
buys. So on the first one, it was these,
The second one,
and the second one,
it was still these.
it was these. Are they the same?
The third one,
Only
gonna
Chet.
be these. I'm going to torture my friend with some bullshit. These are the props that you had on the whole bunch.
I never changed them. I took them off.
Who wants
Put
to
them
change
back on.
props on a fucking tiny whoop? Nobody.
All right. Here we go.
I didn't like that song anyway.
That was what it was. It's got to be music you like. That's the only way. This one goes on here.
I can't believe you could hear them. I can't believe you could hear them, and I can't believe you could tell.
I know. Dude, I've flown
That is. You should do it for a living.
a lot, a lot of these fucking things. A lot.
Like not even no chance.
It's been Tiny Whoop mayhem the last couple months. All right, ready?
I don't need you fucking headphones. I mean, it's entertaining and all, but I don't fucking need the music.
Can't hear a goddamn thing. All right, you're good.
Alright. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know, I can just type it into chat. Bring that back.
Oh, this is much more stable.
Bring that back for a second.
I know you said something, but
Yeah, bring it in. Hold on. Hold on, please. Hold on. Hold on, please. Hold on.
look at that hair. Ride that wave in, baby.
Get you some. Okay.
That one was much more stable, much more controlled. And just already, I would say it was different for sure. But
Arm it.
Immediate response would be.
Arm it.
Okay, sorry.
Turtle mode each one individually.
Oh God. He turns it away.
Okay.
Wait till you hear the click, right?
Yeah.
mean, I trusted you until you cut my finger off. I don't know if I'm talking loud.
You're not. You're good. Good.
Alright. Being on the floor makes me feel good. Oh man. I feel like I can fly this. Now whether my results will show that or not, I don't know. This is much more sluggish. Sluggish in a good way for me. Not for somebody like CiottiFPV. Wow. So, you know, obviously you fuck with the duck, or you fuck with the thing, so I'm going to say it's a Gemfan only because of that, but when you messed with it the first time, remember when you were messing with the ducks and like those are the Gemfans? They weren't.
Really?
They were the HQs. And so I don't know if that's what we're dealing with here, but man, I like this. Did I even crash yet? I haven't flown through it. I haven't done anything yet. There we go. There's definitely a controllability change for sure. Seriously. Throttle is less responsive.
I'm gonna grab a second set of HQs out of the bag that hopefully don't hit the ducts.
I wish I could just do that without fucking crashing.
Sluggish is interesting.
See?
It does seem like it's a more pitchy blade, though. Is anybody keeping track? I'm not.
That sounds dangerous. Oh god. I'm not gonna do it. That just feels dangerous. Yeah, definitely different. Definitely more controlled.
All right.
Throttle response is mushier. It's very controlled. Very controlled. I like that. That was fun. That was fun. That was okay.
All right. Next up, we're gonna do two more. We'll do two more. I'm like mixing, typing into chat, and
Yeah, put one each on each corner.
and like
see what we get.
whispering. Right. Feels like the right front is.
Match set perfect.
Okay. All four propellers are off.
You know, it's a lot of stress being on the stream like that.
All right, and new one's going
Is you even in
on.
acro mode, bro?
What are you in angle mode? What's wrong with you?
Is that Horizon?
This guy doesn't know
What,
anything.
not a flyway or something?
Doesn't know anything. This guy.
Man, those first two were loosey-goosey compared to that. That was definitely way down. You tell me they're the same, I'm never flying again.
All right. Audio on. Battery being plugged in.
Oh, don't bitch at me yet. We got time.
Telemetry recovered.
Hold on. I put both rear props on backwards. Like a
Yeah, I
complete
did that
idiot.
times. I couldn't believe how well I did when I did it. I was like, he's gonna be so pissed if I did it. Oh wait, I'm not fucking looking because I can see shit.
Okay. All right. Now
Well,
we're
I guess the props are different. If you took them off, put them back on, maybe.
I've done that in every time. I've
Okay.
taken them all the way off.
So that means that they were the same at least once. Okay.
There you go. You good?
Let's go see Maggie's doing. Just kidding. Oh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's. Oh man, that's a whole nother world there, big guy. That's the first set, if it's not its own set. Man, that is. No wonder you do power loops and shit. Like, sneak out of here, sneak out of here. Man, this thing is bouncy. Whoa! Yeah, I'm gonna put this at the same first two. At least, if it's its own thing, man, it's definitely not what I just flew. This is way more responsive. 5-blade all day. I'd say that, anyway. Whoa!
Oh!
They are responsive, though. I gotta give it to them, man. What the hell do I do now? What do you do with that shit?
Where are you at?
I don't even know.
Tell them with the front.
What if I took off like that?
Oh, yeah. Right.
Ah, fucker. Don't hit me for my dual arming.
You still got that audio turned up real loud? All right, so I guess maybe there's a chance that the previous
crap,
set that we're hitting the
look at
ducts
this.
were flying a little bit different. Maybe, I doubt it. Woo!
I don't even know what I was doing.
I know exactly what you mean. And these are still kind of tapping the ducts a little bit.
Man, these things are ready to go.
Oh!
Cheers! I just wanted to do a full 360. You dick.
Yeah! What's up, Double A?
That's why I make helmets.
All right, bring that.
Dude, this is definitely different. I would put it like the first two, and throttle response is way, but I'm better at flying. And maybe that's just because I flew a couple of packs, but I feel like I got way more control in the first two, even though I'm saying that they're the same. But I am crashing the same amount of time. Maybe if I just hit everything. I hate my life. I know. It's terrible.
Attacked me.
That's brilliant.
All right, next one.
Man, that was fun right there. That was fun. Different.
All right, here we go. Taking them off. This is gonna be the last one.
Man. Well, my battery's cut out.
There's actually 2 batteries left, but it's
I mean, my
it's
fucking
fine.
battery.
Oh shit! Right.
One little hinahitchy.
One little Tamagotchi.
You know how the HDO2s need twice the power.
Oh shit!
Man, you can get going like 60 miles an hour in this son of a bitch.
Okay, and now for the last one, we're gonna take these off.
I'm not gonna ask, but I want to know will I have flown all 3, but that's okay. I don't need to know. Don't say. Do I think the first 2 was different from the 4th? I think I was just a little bit more experienced by the 4th pack.
All right, here we go.
The last time I flew a quad was in 1987.
Right. we go.
Nothing like taking off a set of props to put the same ones back on backwards. Say you didn't.
Only once.
Only one.
Only that once.
That was earlier.
Definitely wasn't just now. All right, put that audio back on. Here we go. Here we go. Last test.
All I hear is beeping from my goggles.
Welcome to OpenTX. Switch warning.
It's gonna be alright. When it fails, it fails.
Oh, the beeping. Oh, the beeping.
H2. Just that
Oh!
Are they different? They're different. Yeah, they're different. I like these better than the first tri-blades I threw. Third pack. The third pack that I felt like I was doing pretty good. I like this. So loose. This is looser though. This is definitely different from the third. I don't know if it's different from the last. Ooh. Sure do feel like I can go 185 miles an hour though. There, finally I was calmed down. Oh, you prick. Let's see if I can. Bro, the music makes it so much more enveloped.
It really does. So these are the Gemfan tries.
Why would you fucking hit that? That doesn't make any sense.
You know what I'm noticing is
Oh, I thought you could make it through
Patrick
that.
is flying a little bit more racy than I am. Like navigating around the room.
There's always something.
Especially like when kind of cooking around a little bit more.
Ooh. Don't worry about it. Can't hear anything, right? Whoa. The auto response is good, man. Jeez.
I can't stress enough how difficult this is to figure out. It's just ridiculous. What's the verdict?
You suck.
Actually, we're gonna do one more. I'm gonna put him back on the buys. I'm gonna put him back on buy blades.
I haven't caught in control yet.
That ain't gonna come out of there. Hold on, we're gonna do one more.
Alright.
Kill this guy. One last one, because there is one more battery charge. We might as well.
Alright.
It'll be a quick changeover.
Man, that was pretty good. I like that.
Same or different?
That was it was different, and I liked it better than the third
All right.
one.
And
1, 2, and 4 bi-blade. Try was different, and then the last one was different for sure.
last ones.
Just want my battery back to die in the middle of my flight.
Yo, it'll sit there and beep for like an hour.
I told you.
I flew like an entire gig with them beeping.
If it dies, it dies.
All right, last one. And turn that audio on.
get all tense and shit.
I know, right?
My legs be all tensing up. I'd be like, why your legs tensing up, dude? You don't have to be scared.
Here we go.
That one armed.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. I can't find my barrel plug. I took that thingy off.
Welcome to OpenTX.
What's beeping is the Fat Sharks
All right.
voltage warning on his goggles, as it does.
Ooh. Wow, did I just go through that? Didn't mean to. That's the way I would. No bi-blade would do that. This is definitely a man. I would put this. I gotta tell you, I put this with the same as the first two. It just feels so ready to go. Like my thumbs have to keep up. This thing is like, let's get it done. Wow. Hello. And boom. Oh, come on, don't be an asshole.
Hold on, I got it.
Telemetry recovered.
Oh.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
See if it figures it out.
Calm down a little bit.
He's thinking hard, I can tell.
Doggy!
Chat, can you guys tell any correlation to which ones we fly better on?
No, he sucks at all of them. Oh.
Red FPV, I don't know, that's weird. But I mean, they're all the same battery.
Just go and see what happens is what I do.
What's the verdict? He's got the music on loud. Here we go. Let's see.
Super aggressive, man. Yeah. I gotta say, those are some aggressives. I'd put them at the same first two. Am I wrong on everything?
I haven't been keeping
Am I wrong
track.
on everything?
I haven't been keeping track, but it was basically the first set.
The first two were what?
First one was the Gemfan tries,
Oh my
I
God.
think. Second one were the buys.
Okay.
The third and the fourth were the
No.
HQ tries.
Were
And
they
you
the
were
same?
sure they were different.
Were they the same propellers?
Technically, no. I switched the extra set in the bag. Because
Notice
they-
how I know to
because they were-
ask, because the third flight was a significantly different flight for me.
Yeah, and I'd mentioned that in like the chat.
Wow.
And
The
then
third and fourth were both, but different props. Same pitch, same brand.
yep, same HQ tries, but the third
Are you
one
sure?
they were hitting the ducts a little bit more,
That's
just
when
like
that's when
what
you're
I thought
fixing
I
it.
was hearing, right?
That's when you were fixing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then the fifth was the Gemfan tries that you loved, and then just now it was the buys.
Just now was the buys.
That's some
And the
shit.
second one was the buys.
And the second one was the buy blades.
I did not like the second flight.
But then you like these just now. it's
It got
just
better.
impossible.
I felt,
it's impossible.
Yeah, I felt better. Man, really, the third one, I felt most confident. That was like, okay, this is rock steady. It's not too agile. It's not too quick. It's not too yawy. It's not too much.
Those were the HQs hitting the ducts a little bit, which is very weird. Very, very weird.
Wow.
Yeah. Wait till you watch that back. I can't wait to watch
That's
my
interesting.
part back
That's interesting.
because it's just nuts. Like you're like.
I mean, I knew that the third and the fifth. I mean, it was different. But the first two were the same.
Do this for yourself, guys. You're gonna blow your mind. Hey, one of the perks of joining the Patreon is you get full Discord. Oh wait, no, the best of CiottiFPV is actually open to everybody. You don't have to join the Patreon to get access to it. So best of CiottiFPV here in the Discord is a spot to put your favorite little 1-minute clips. And I don't know if it's just me, but I find it to be absolutely hysterical in every way, especially because you guys pick really good ones. So let's really quickly hit this, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. But this is great. This is the best. What? Why are you opening over there? Don't open over there.
Because I want to use them because of the sticker.
I'm just gonna play these through the speakers into the mic. It's fine. I know you guys didn't have sound. I'm just gonna play these like this.
I don't want to step on my own dick.
What was that in reference to?
That's so much of a funnier saying than put my foot in my mouth, isn't it?
Got it. Got it.
Because like on so many different levels, like it alludes to the fact that it's long enough that reaches down to the floor, among other things. I don't want to step on my.
It's a good one. All right, what else? What else? What else? What else? Patreon prediction, May 9th, 2023.
There's gonna be a point where I just like show my dick and say like I won't pull my dick off the screen unless you someone joins my Patreon. Like, is that where we're gonna be at like 6 months from now if it continues to escalate like this?
That's a good one. I'm into that one. That is a good one. I watched this before the stream. Here we go. Stop opening over there.
Oh God, what's happening over here? I'll just keep my head straight. Oh boy. I don't want to look like an idiot. Somebody's gonna clip that for fucking sure. Oh God, what's happening over here?
All right. Oh, here's a good one too. Here's a good one. I watched this one before the stream too.
180 different propellers. The propeller section, yo, you just get lost in the propeller section. Come on. I'll spend fucking hours looking at propellers. What's this one? What's this propeller? Oh, it's got 2 more degrees of pitch angle. Oh, but it's 0.1 gram heavier. Oh, 180 different propellers. The propellers.
That's my favorite one so far, I think.
No! Run away! Oh, come on. You can't tell me that you didn't just make a mess in your pants from that move. No! Run away! Oh, come on. You can't tell me that you didn't just make a mess in your pants from that move.
PR and recruitment officer. Here we go. This will be a good one.
That's like one of the big reasons that I just talk people. Like when even friends that are like, oh, I think about getting into that. I'm like, you shouldn't. Like, actually, what I say, the very first thing I say to anybody that's looking to get into it is, how stubborn are you? Almost 100% of the time at this point, like that's the first thing I say. And if they don't like emphatically say like I'm the most stubborn person on the entire planet, I'm like, nah. That's like one of the big reasons.
Yeah. And then this is a Cement Kid video. I'm gonna watch this on my time. Well, I hope you guys learned something. I certainly didn't. No, I mean I did. It's good to revisit how impossible it is just to tell the difference between stuff. I swear I feel like Patrick could tell the difference more than me, but I'm actually really looking forward to him rewatching his part of this, and being able to see which propellers they are. I can't wait for me to do it, but see, my testing was all screwed up because I could hear the sounds. I think that his quad is actually a better platform for the testing because he's a little bit lower kV, 28,500 kV, versus these 32,000s. These 32,000s really love the bi-blades. So, yeah, 6S1 says 50-50 as usual. Yep, pretty much. Michael D says, I've not heard the OpenTX startup sound in a while. Use Edge TX, set a custom startup tone. Posted in Discord livestream live. And, yeah, so there you guys go. Do some blind testing. You'll, it's a good thing to humble yourself a little bit with, but also it's a really important thing to kind of realize because we have a tendency to spend an awful lot of time trying to find the absolute best possible setup when we could just get our favorite colors and we're probably not going to be able to tell a difference. That being said, there is a difference between this stuff. And the differences you can find from like bench testing. I think the bench testing should be like 80% of the decision maker, and then the other 20% should just be what color stuff is. Thanks for hanging, friends. I'm gonna wrap it up. Hang out with Patrick. I'll see you guys on Friday. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, Michael D, is that your custom startup tone? Did you put it in best of? Yeah, I'll watch it after the chat. Hold on, I'm getting this stables flying queued up here. And okay. Well, this song sucks. Hold on. This song sucks too. Alright, you guys get a little bit of this. I'll see you guys on Friday. Be good later. Bye-bye. CiottiFPV.com. Support your boy, and I'll keep going. Later.